Hi, I'm Rob Van Rapporth. Welcome to MBANow. MBA has recently hired a new president for its Open Doors Foundation, Deborah Dubois, and Deb is with me here today. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Deb, why don't you tell the viewers first a little bit about yourself, why you think you're a good fit to be the president of Open Doors, and why your background really meshes well with our mission.
Sure, absolutely. Well, first of all, I am incredibly excited to be joining the Open Doors Foundation and to be working with the MBA members and those in the community, and especially the MBA Open Doors Foundation Board of Directors, who have been working to stand up the foundation with an incredible mission, which, as you know, and a number in the MBA community know as well, is to provide grants in the form of mortgage payments and rental assistance to families with critically ill children in the hospital and who face the sobering choice of either being with their child for treatment or keeping a roof over their heads. I would imagine it's a decision, or it's a choice that many in the MBA community will not have to make, but that a number of people in their communities will have to make. Right. But from a personal perspective, I think what drew me to the position really is a deep sense of mission and passion for working with vulnerable communities, for working with people who are less fortunate among us. From a practical perspective, I've spent the last 14 years in senior executive positions, managing teams, raising funds and resources for social justice issues, and that's a passion that has never waned. It's also, it's just part of my core. It's that deep sense of mission and caring, coupled with, I would say, a healthy dose of enthusiasm and optimism.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the mechanics of giving. I know the new tax bill that was passed recently by Congress is certainly touching all aspects of the economy, and the philanthropic community is no different. Can you talk a little bit about how it's going to affect you?
Right. Well, it's of concern. It's certainly the subject of many conversations. I do think that from a charitable giving perspective, the increase in the standard deduction could pose a disincentive to people to itemize their charitable gifts. And if they don't itemize their charitable gifts, there's less of a tax incentive to give. That's one concern. The other concern is that the limited deductibility of state and local taxes means that some people may have less disposable income for charitable giving, and that, coupled with a potential increase in the demand for foundation services, is an intersection I'm watching carefully. I do hope that people of means and that corporations that work with vulnerable communities will continue to give and give generously, so that the foundation can meet that rising demand with an expanded number of grants.
Getting to the job itself, why don't you map out your first 100 days for us?
Well, I think stepping in the door was the first, obviously.
Right.
But I have to say, to start, I'm incredibly fortunate to be standing on the good work of the former president of the foundation, Teresa Betts, who, along with the foundation's board of directors, was able to stand up a foundation and establish it as a critical part of a family's support structure. So from that sense, I'm coming in at a remarkable time. I would say that in the nearer term, my goal is to really put together a complete picture of the different pieces and the different parts of the MBA community, so that I can harness and maximize the interest and the giving and the support that the foundation already receives. You know, we are a small but mighty foundation. We have established in the last 5 years relationships with 9 hospitals in 6 states. We have been able to provide assistance to more than 1,400 families in 39 states. So I think in the longer term that my focus will be on securing more multi-year grants and multi-year gifts, so that the foundation can expand its footprint in different cities across the country, so that we can meet the growing demand for assistance. But also, in the longer term, my goal would be to establish more partnerships with hospitals, with care facilities, to have greater and more productive relationships with corporations, and to explore the very real possibility of working with community foundations who share a similar goal. Right. So those are, I would say, the top priorities in the near and possibly in the long term. But undergirding all of that Boy, I'm just excited to be here, and it's a challenge, but I welcome it, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, we're really happy to have you, and I'm sure that you're going to bring a lot of energy and enthusiasm to this role, and we look forward to what lies ahead. So thanks so much.
Thank you, Rob.
To make a donation or for more information, please visit MBAopensdoors.org.